Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here from NFL Red Zone, and you're watching the Super Fantasy Bros podcast. 1 hour of commercial-free podcasting starts now. Enjoy the show.
All right, welcome back. Super Fantasy Bros podcast, brought to you in conjunction with the Old City Sports Network, as always. Today, we are already wrapping up the AFC North with the Browns and the Bengals. Only 3 divisions left to get through as we get even closer to the start of football season.
Yeah.
49 days away until football is back, until opening night, Thursday night football.
That's nothing.
7 weeks. Nothing.
7 hours.
7 weeks, 7 hours. Can't wait for Scott Hansen to be on my TV. Throughout the episode, obviously, still feel free to hit us with any questions you may have. If you're here with us while we're live, we'll get to them throughout the episode. You can always hit us up with questions on social as well. We'll get back to you. But we will have some trivia, again, as always, at the end. But let's get started with the Cleveland Browns dog pound.
Boo.
Still, fuck you, go Birds. But
Even Jack said boo.
gotta rep my guy. All right, starting at the top, Browns offense was okay last season. Jacoby Brissett was at the helm, but felt once Watson took over, it maybe even took a step back rather than a step forward as we all expected. Had some obvious rust. Do you think he can return as a solid QB1 this season, and is he someone you are targeting?
I'll let Q answer this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I sound okay, right?
You sound good.
All right. I have him ranked as QB 8. I guess you could say I'm high on him. Obviously, there is tons of risk, but the team that he has now is definitely better than what he's ever had in Houston. And the rust thing could be a story people run with, but we've seen him do a lot with a lot less. And he has Cooper, he has Chubb, so I think he's he has the potential to be top 5 potentially. I'm not going to say that, but I have him ranked inside the top 10, so I think is a bounce back year for sure.
I do see a bounce back year coming. I don't know if he's going to be like a QB 1-1, like a lock solid every week you're starting him, but I do see him having a much better year than last year.
Where do you guys have him ranked? Am I
have him at
super
13.
low?
I have him at 11.
I guess I'm low. Y'all got to put me on. I got him at 16.
Ooh.
Jeez. That's
all the way out on D-Watt.
I'm all the way
You're
out.
taking Daniel Jones over D-Watt?
Yep.
You're on crack.
I have Aaron Rodgers and Dak over him, and then more the obvious guys like Trevor Lawrence, Justin Herbert, whatever. And then I think he's like safely in that Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith tier, where like he has the upside to push into the top 10, like you mentioned, we have seen in the past. I'm fully not trusting him that much. I think in like ADP wise, he's probably going around where I have him ranked. He's kind of a weird one to rank because we've seen him be top 5 in the past and be like everybody's scooping him top 5. And now it's a couple years later, some shit happened and now everybody's kind of out on him. He's currently being drafted as QB 9. So Q's kind of closer to consensus. I'm a little bit lower, and then we're all kind of more low on Watson than the general population.
He has the skill set that we all want in a fantasy quarterback to be able to run, which
Yeah.
he did a lot last year because he was throwing a lot of picks in the 6 games he played in. But he can run and he can obviously throw, and he has weapons to throw too.
Yeah, I think I just want to see it again. I think I'm just not fully bought in, all the way
He didn't
back.
do anything last year to be like, oh, D-Watt's back.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he could easily get there.
He could. Just got to see it first. All right, let's move on to the backfield here. Nick Chubb will obviously still be operating as one of the league's best running backs. Also, with Kareem Hunt now out of the picture, do you think this gives Chubb even more value or a little bit less now that he has to take on more of the workload? What do you think? How high do you have him ranked?
I got him at
Definitely
4.
a lot more.
This is a
Definitely
big
more.
bonus. No Kareem. Kareem was just eating touches. Nick Chubb's going to get all the goal line work. Maybe they try and get him involved in the passing game because that's what Kareem was doing. So maybe they're working on that this offseason. Nick Chubb could easily finish RB.
I don't know why I was always so low on him, but then I traded for him in Dynasty, and then my social medias and all the internet they stream Nick Chubb highlights or videos of him like bent. He was like squatting 700 the other day. So I'm like,
Dude,
okay,
that was insane. The bar was like,
bent. This
That was
guy could finish
crazy.
RB1. He like people sleep. I'm trying not to sleep on him anymore, but he has potential to finish RB1 too, especially with no Kareem Hunt anymore.
definitely.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think it definitely gives them a little bit of a boost. I think they're still going to be mixing in other running backs and whatnot. But yeah, Nick Chubb for me, I have him at 5. I think he's like almost a lock for top 5 as well. He could easily finish number 1.
Yep.
Give me all the shares of Nick Chubb that I can get my hands on. I think his ADP is going to continue to move up as well throughout
Just
the
catch
offseason.
the ball. Just catch the ball, and he'll be
For real.
even more elite.
Yeah,
They're working on it.
and I think they will do that more. I mean, Kareem's out of town now as well, so we shall see.
Who's their backup?
D'Ernest.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
I knew it was one of them.
I think they let D'Ernest walk. Did they? Or am I crazy?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think it matters, honestly.
Yeah.
That's a Nick Chubb show.
Yeah.
Once they bring back Duke Johnson.
D'Ernest Johnson is on the Jaguars.
Their backup
Yeah.
is Jerome Ford and Felton. That's the guy, Demetric Felton.
Yeah, Demeric or
Raymond
whatever his name is, Demetric Felton.
Demetric.
Yeah, not much competition for Chubb for touches. So as long as he's on the field, he should be doing just fine.
Scoop him.
One more question here before we do some cap or no cap for the Browns. They also went out and acquired a frustrated Elijah Moore from the Jets. He felt like he was no longer a part of the Jets' vision moving forward. Could he find some value again this year like we saw flashes of in his rookie year?
Possibly.
Think so.
He's better than Donovan Peoples-Jones, and he had value last year somewhat. So
I feel like he's going to take over
Quietly
that.
decent.
He was. Was it like 8 or 9 games in a row? He had like 60 plus yards or something.
yeah,
Something
Yeah.
crazy.
guaranteed those yards.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I mean, he finished as a top 40 like wide receiver. Like, that's not bad at all for Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
if Elijah Moore can get some of that work, I am in on the Elijah Moore train.
Mm-hmm. Jarf Bowl.
It could be.
Don't
Maybe
say
not
that
as
name.
good as my guy.
Stop.
My guy. Someone's picking him up. I'll do something. I'll
Yeah.
make some noise.
It'll be
somewhere.
He's already in the retirement home.
Oh,
Damn, disrespectful. All right, let's move on to cap or no cap. Amari Cooper is being underdrafted as wide receiver 18, 34th overall. Cap or no cap?
No cap. That is absurd.
I just
Yeah.
think that the whole D-Watt risk is what's baking into Coop. But we saw Coop last year. There got to a point where it's like every even week he was going off, and I fell for that. I fell for that story, so I didn't play him on an odd week against the Bills, and he went off. I said, okay, I'm an idiot.
31
But-
points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Amari Cooper was rock solid last year. He still finished wide receiver 10, even with a bit of ups and downs. He hasn't finished worse than like 15 in a season where he's played all 16 games since his rookie year. So
Give me
if
that
Coop
all day.
is on the field, give me Amari Cooper for sure. And even with the Deshaun Watson risk, I still think 18 is way too low for him.
Yeah.
I have him at 15. I could even see him being
who
closer
do you
to
have
12.
him over?
Cooper?
Yeah,
Where do you have him ranked?
I'm at 17.
Okay. I have him over Keenan Allen. I have him
Okay.
over DK Metcalf and Deebo Samuel.
Okay, yeah, I got him over Debo. The other two I don't, but
Yeah, I think it's
don't
close.
hate it. Yeah,
I think they're all in the same kind of tier, like maybe not DK, but I look at him and Keenan Allen similarly with like they're going to get volume as the number one option, but they're both kind of getting older, so I'm a little bit nervous there. Just a little bit.
a little bit.
Love that.
Usually Keenan Allen is like a staple in like my top 5 wide receivers, so I don't think we have that Keenan anymore.
No.
And I think the
Dead
same
and
goes.
gone.
All right. Next, cap or no cap, David Njoku finishing top 10 last year was a bit fluky, and he's being overdrafted at his ADP of tight end 9, 106.
Cap. I guess
Cap.
I'd draft him there, I guess.
I would.
Yeah, I got him at 10.
Yeah.
I'll say
I could-
Cap.
I could easily see him finishing over like Muth, Dalton Schultz. Hell,
No,
even
not
Kyle
Dalton.
Pitts. I
Not
think
Dalton.
it's possible.
Not Dalton. Please stop.
All right.
I have
Love
him over
Dalton.
Dalton right now.
I have Dalton at 6. I have Njoku at
Oh my
12. So
God.
6
Huge
is
step.
crazy.
CJ Stroud better be Jesus.
He's not, but he's
You
going to
better
be
love
using.
tight ends.
Who else is he throwing to? Nico Collins.
Nico Collins, yeah.
John Mechie.
Yeah, John Mechie. What the
Will
hell?
Fuller's coming back.
That offense is bums aside from Dalton Schultz. They paid him. He's going to be the safety blanket. He's going to get volume there. And Njoku, though, I got him at 12. I think 10 is definitely still fair. I don't think it's that fluky. I think he's probably going to finish around 10 again this season. So I'm in the same boat with you guys. Just don't disrespect my man Schultz. All right. Bold takes, favorite targets. Matt, start us off. What do we got?
I'm going to go favorite target. We were just talking about him, Amari Cooper. It is crazy that he's being drafted at wide receiver 18 right now. In the past, he's been rock solid. Like Sean said, never had a season basically worse than 15 where he was healthy all season. And if Deshaun Watson is to make this leap into his old self, I could easily see him just climbing up those ranks even to the top 10. So I like some Amari Cooper for the value you're getting him. Go grab him.
Yeah, I like that. Q, you have anything to add on to that one?
I do. I believe that I don't know if I could say he finished top 5, but I mean, we're just getting, might as well just get a little hot. He has the potential to finish top 5. Obviously it's all if Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson, but last year he still had plenty of wide receiver 1 games. Obviously a good amount of stinkers as well, but I don't think Elijah Moore is much of a competition to steal many targets from him. Donovan Peoples-Jones, I don't know who else they have on that team.
David Bell, former Phillies third baseman.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But yeah, if Deshaun Watson's back to being the truth, Amari Cooper has got to be top 5. Yeah, obviously not drafting him at top 5, but should be considered.
That would be insane. That would be his best season in his career. But anything can happen.
Yep.
T-Gods, what do we got?
What do we got? Nick Chubb finishes as the RB1. I saw someone in the doc wanted to do that as well. Me. Sorry, Matt. You could chime in a little if you'd like, but
I will.
All right. Nick Chubb. I mean, what can you say about him? He's the guy. He's never averaged less than 5 yards to carry in a season. He's never had less than 8 touchdowns in a season. Like we said, Kareem's gone now. It's the Chubb show. I mean, he's just like
he's just him.
He is him.
He's probably the best pure runner in the NFL, and if they
agree.
work on getting him the ball through the air, he's going to be a nightmare.
They said they wanted to. They were getting him in the receiving game more, which is definitely exciting to hear. I hope he could do it, though. Like, I don't know.
He's going to get so many touchdowns unless D-Watt starts stealing like his goal line work. I see Chubb having close to 12 to 15 touchdowns.
Hell yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, 12 last year.
Yeah,
13 total, I think.
Yeah, he's had 12 twice in his career.
Never less than 8.
Yeah, I definitely think he could be number 1 for sure. He's kind of been like due to have that number 1 like all in season. So
he's probably been like the most consistent runner.
Yeah, still hanging around in his prime. So I like it a lot. I'll wrap it up. Not super bold, apparently, compared to everyone's rankings. I thought I was kind of low on Deshaun Watson at 11. But I'm going to say he finishes outside the top 12. I do like Watson. Yeah. I do like the potential that he could bounce back. But at the end of the day, like what we saw at the end of last season was definitely concerning. He was definitely rusty and still on this team that isn't that great of an offense outside of Amari Cooper, and obviously Chubb. And I think they're going to want to rely on Chubb more than trying to push the ball down the field and through the air. It's going to be a team that wants to play defense and wants to run their offense through Chubb and then use Watson's legs as well. But at the end of the day, I just don't foresee him being like a lock for top 12. So I'm going to say he finishes outside of the top 12.
I don't know. They didn't pay that man $230 million guaranteed to just hand the ball off.
He might have to, though. Chubb is too good. I guess we'll see. Let's move on to today's sponsor before we get to the Cincinnati Bengals. Today's sponsor is Underdog Fantasy, the easiest way to play fantasy football. You can get started now. Best Ball Mania 4. Brought it up 100 times, but you are running out of time at this point to join. $15 million in prizes available. They have a ton of early season drafts going on right now where you can join. And if you use our promo code SuperFB, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that promo code is SUPERFB, SUPERFB. Deposit 100, get another 100 match free, and you can play online at the Underdog Fantasy app for iOS and Android or underdogfantasy.com. Check it out. All right, let's move on to the Bengals. Joe Burrow. This man continues to improve each season, finishing as QB4 last year with 41 total touchdowns, with the Bengals improving the offensive line a bit more. Could he finish QB1 this season? Where do we have him ranked? What do we think?
I got him at QB4.
I got him at 4 as well.
I got him at 5.
I don't see why he couldn't finish QB1.
Because Jalen Hurts exists.
Yeah, that's why.
All right. Well,
come on.
Can I make my argument?
Yes.
All right.
You're just talking to yourself.
Sean's listening. But improvement of the O-line, like Sean said, fucking the weapons that he has, arguably the best receiving core in the league. They love to air the ball out. I don't see why he couldn't finish QB1.
Because he can't run.
All right.
Even without the running?
The Mahomes is just different. But not Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is just the one.
Yeah. I also have Joe Burrow 4. I'm with you guys on the same page. But I do think he has the potential to finish number 1 easy. I mean, the weapons that are there, he had 5 games last year without Jamar Chase. He gets Jamar Chase back in those 5 games. There's a few extra touchdowns. If everybody's healthy this year, this offense can go through the roof. And I don't think the division is that scary this year. I mean, Steelers and Ravens are always going to be competitive. They're going to have good defenses. But in general, the Bengals could definitely make some noise, especially after they got through that post-Super Bowl loss hangover. We'll see if they can try to get back there again this year. Either way, go ahead.
I'm guaranteeing that he's not finishing number 1 or number 2.
Spicy.
Jeez, why not number 2?
He could be number 2.
No.
Who's going to be number 2?
Mahomes?
Deshaun
Allen
Watson.
or Mahomes? Oh my God, just Deshaun Watson. No, Kirk Cousins.
Stop.
I'm with Kirk finishing too.
I'm not at all.
So with that, you would never hear the end of it.
Oh my God. If Kirk Cousins finished number 2, I would quit the pod.
He's a movie star now. He's going to finish number 2. He's in a movie with Mahomes.
Yeah,
And
he
Mariota.
is.
And Mariota.
Mahomes.
I'll have to
It's
check
not
it
a
out.
movie.
It's like a docu-series. It's a good
Jeez.
film.
Sorry.
He's not acting.
Technician.
Yeah.
Okay. Autobiography. If they've turned
All right. All right.
Whatever. I think he has potential to be number 1. We all have Joe Burrow as a top 5 quarterback. He's locked. We know that. Let's move on. Jamar Chase, like I mentioned a minute ago, did miss 5 games this past season and still finished as a wide receiver 1, 12th overall. How high do you have Jamar ranked, and does he have an argument for being the number 1 overall pick in fantasy?
I have him at 3. He does have an argument to be number 1. I don't know the argument because I'm not supporting it. But if any of you are, I'm all ears.
I would say the argument for him not being argued to be number 1, the argument against the argument of him being number 1 is Justin Jefferson is just number 1 on his team and there's no competition.
Yeah. Jamar, I have a number 2. Jamar's going to get his. If he plays through those 5 games that he missed last year, could have easily been top 3.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's still going to continue to just be a touchdown monster as well. I think that's one thing he has over Jefferson, where Jefferson does get consistent touchdowns. He's had 7, 10, and 8 in 3 seasons, but Jamar had 13 his rookie year. Actually, he played 12 games last year. I think he left one early. Played 2% of the snaps or something. And he had 9 touchdowns last year in those 12 games. So Jamar Chase, he's going to, again, probably get double-digit touchdowns if he gets a little bit more of that volume coming his way, which he was. He already out-targeted himself last year from his rookie year. I just think Jamar has a huge ceiling. So I think that's the argument for him over Jefferson is he still has so much potential to go up and a little bit more touchdown upside, but I still have him at 2 as well. I'm in the same boat. I still think Jefferson is just no competition, so you got to take him. T. Higgins, a bit frustrating at times last season, being listed as active here and there and then playing very few snaps, but still managed to finish wide receiver 18, had a solid wide receiver 2 campaign. Can we see another jump from T this year, or is that probably around his ceiling?
Nope. He could finish as a wide receiver 1 along with Jamar, just like Smitty and AJ did last year. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I love T. Higgins. I think he's over Jamar, but
Stop.
we'll save that for another day.
I would.
Dude, I'm pretty sure we said that last year too.
I know, I did say it last year, but T is still a great wide receiver. If he goes to majority of any other teams, he's a wide receiver 1 on that team.
He never finished in the top. The best he finished was 18.
Yeah, that was last year.
And then besides that was 24 and 28.
Yeah.
He's only up.
Why do we gas him up then?
I don't know.
That's good.
Well, we should gas up Devontae Smith more.
He doesn't get the opportunity because he's in Jamar's shadow.
It's because last year he finished 18, but like I mentioned, he played week 5. He only played 16% of the snaps. And then he also played week 14. He only played 1% of the snap. And then week 17, he caught 1 catch and then bounced out of there as well.
I needed it that week.
Like 3 different games he kind of didn't play. So if you break that down to like 14 games, still being wide receiver 18 is pretty impressive. Whereas if he got at least like 10 in those games, he could have probably pushed up towards where Jamar was at 12. So although Jamar missed 5 games. So yeah, T. Higgins, I definitely think he still has the potential to get a little bit higher. I have him ranked at 13. So I think that's like he can push into that wide receiver 1 territory, but I like him as a high-end wide receiver 2. I just like this offense. It's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I don't like their running back, though. He's a bad guy.
We'll talk about that amazing fella. We'll talk about my guy in a minute. Let's move on to cap or no cap. Irv Smith Jr. carves out a role on this offense and outperforms his ADP of tight end 18 by finishing as a top 12 tight end. Cap or no cap?
Cap, because he's not finishing top 12, but he could finish like 16.
Sean, was it you hyping up Irv last year?
Yeah, it was him.
It was.
For the past, like,
and the last year.
Oh my god!
I'm an Irv truther, man. I still believe in the talent. He can't stay on the field though, so I have him at 16. I have him higher than his ADP, but I think he has his ceiling is like 10 to 12, and I don't think that's necessarily a lot.
Every tight end that's come through Cincinnati's been the same, whether it's Uzama or Hayden Hurst last year. They just have like those 3 games where they're scoring 3 touchdowns, and then you never want to play him again. And this is Irv Smith.
Yeah.
Unless they grab Travis Kelce or they're not going to use their tight end.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
Yeah, there's just too many mouths to feed as well. So I think he'll have a couple big weeks. People will pick him up off waivers and then probably drop him again a couple weeks later. Just because there's still T. Higgins ahead of him. There's still Jamar Chase. And then there's still Tyler Boyd in the slot, who we'll touch on in a minute as well. So too many mouths to feed. Next cap or no cap, Joe Mixon is a steal at his ADP of RB15, 48th overall, after finishing no lower than RB13 in his last 4 healthy seasons.
Cap.
It depends if there's a possible suspension lingering.
They don't like him.
I don't like him.
They would have rather had Samaje Perine, and I pray to God they signed Leonard Fournette just to rub it in your face, Sean. Leonard Fournette, Kareem, any of those. Zeke.
They're not signing anybody because they got Joe Mixon on his deal. And they don't even have money to spend anyways on those guys. Joe Mixon.
Sign Dalv.
Bring back Captain America.
It is no cap for me, for sure. Look, I'm not even going to overrate Mixon and put him I might later. But in terms of where I actually have him ranked, I have him at 12, right at the end of the RB1 tier, and there's no reason why he shouldn't be there on this offense. As it currently stands, he's pretty much the only running back there. P. Ryan is now gone as well. He missed 2 games last year, still finished as RB10, and the year before he was RB4. So at 15, you're getting somebody that was a guaranteed RB1 the last 2 seasons. Give me all the shares of Joe Mixon.
I wish I could erase that.
Please.
Joe Mixon there.
In the 4th, if I'm getting Joe Mixon in the 4th, that is outrageous. Please give me that.
Yeah.
Erased that 5 touchdown game last year, and he's in the group of Samaje Perine.
Can't take points away.
Samaje Perine might be better than him. He is better than him, but he would have been better
than him.
stinks. You're gonna get Sean all worked up.
Perine he was number 1 in the least explosive running backs last year. Did you see that one too?
He's more explosive. Sorry.
I
don't know what metrics they were looking at.
The metrics of Perine stinks booty butt.
Perine's a good citizen though.
Yo, Mixon was not even at his house when kids were playing with Nerf guns.
You better have been one of those kids.
Leave my man alone. There's more criminals in the league that we can worry about, like your guy, Deshaun Watson.
He didn't do anything.
It's not my man.
Not
Sorry,
my
I
man.
didn't say that.
All right, last cap or no cap. Let's move on. Tyler Boyd may not be the sexy pick, but he should be drafted higher than his current ADP of wide receiver 52, 109th overall.
No cap at all. I'm just gonna say now, this is my favorite target. Everybody wants a little piece of the Bengals offense. And I mean, everyone's gonna be reaching on all the Bengals players, and I feel like Tyler Boyd's a nice little piece you can grab later on because no one's gonna be thinking about him. He just wide receiver 52. That's insane. The last time he finished it as wide receiver 52 or lower was in 2017, and that's because he missed 6 games. His last 5 seasons, he was wide receiver 33, 31, 29, 18, and 16. Last year, he was wide receiver 33. That's good. That's very good. And we know Jamar and T. I'm not wishing injury, but they're probably going to miss a couple games combined. So I don't know. Boyd is he's just a solid fantasy player to have. Even just as a bench spot. I wouldn't mind flexing him. It's not the best, but
yeah, no, I completely agree. I'm going to say no cap. I do have him ranked a little bit lower than his ADP, but that's just because he's, again, not the sexy pick. I'm not looking for upside with Tyler Boyd unless someone gets injured. So I'm grabbing him there, knowing that I'm going to get a solid wide receiver 4 that I'll plug and play as a flex. But there's also other guys around that range where it's this guy could also, his ceiling is a little bit higher than what Tyler Boyd's ceiling looks like as it currently stands.
Tyler Boyd and Tim Patrick are the same bowl.
Stop. Tyler Boyd's way better than Tim Patrick.
You're hating, dude.
They just are.
Tim Patrick's gray.
I don't remember what he looks like.
He looks like an old man in his picture.
I think Tyler Boyd's kind of fallen into a good spot where he's going to get you wide receiver 35 to 30-ish range. He's going to be a plug and play flex if you need him. He's obviously going to be a little bit frustrating because if Jamar and T are going off, he's not going to be going off. But teams tend to forget about him. He'll have some high games where you can plug him in your flex and you'll feel good about it. Mm-hmm. Good wide receiver 4 to have. T guys gave us his favorite target. So Matt, let's move on to you. What do we got?
My bold take is Joe Burrow is going to throw for over 5,000 yards this season. I don't see why not. They're not going to be handing the ball off to Mixon the whole game when they have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and
Irv.
Yeah, I almost said Eifert.
Not Eifert.
I mean, this offense is so stacked. Joe Burrow can do it with his legs when he wants to. So, I mean, the ceiling is the roof or whatever that one guy said for Joe Burrow.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
That one guy.
I thought it was MJ, but I didn't want to say MJ. It sounds stupid.
Yeah, the ceiling is the roof.
But yeah, I love Joe Burrow. He's going to be just
easily could get there. I
Joe
like that.
Cool.
All right, Q. What do we got?
Strictly hate. First of all, the Bengals have a wide receiver named Mac Hippenhammer, so I hope that he becomes relevant. But strictly hate. Avoid drafting Joe Mixon. The proof is in the pudding. If he didn't score that 5-touchdown game last year, Miles Sanders was better than him. But you would have had a guy like Deontay Foreman probably finishing over him. By midseason, Chase Brown will be the starter on this team, and they'll bring back Samaje Perine because they realize they let go of something beautiful.
Please.
Sean is so mad right now.
I
know. I see you.
Joe Mixon will be behind bars by week 7.
He was telling
Christ.
a fairy tale right now.
Literally just spewing lies and garbage. I'm going on the other side. Joe Mixon's finishing top 10. Easy. I already talked about a ton of it. I don't even have to back it up that much. But let me just say he had at least 10 fantasy points in 14 of 17 games last year. Give me Joe Mixon all day. He's still going to be a part of this offense. When they get in close, he's going to get his touchdowns. He did have one big game last year, but at the end of the day, he also had a lot of times where he was on the one and they didn't necessarily convert for whatever reason. That's not going to always be the case. Some positive touchdown regression is still in order for Mixon. Give me him all day. He took the pay cut. He wants to be a Bengal. They're going to use him up.
He just knows what he's worth.
He just knows running backs don't get paid.
Bengals signed John Kuhn for 1 yard, 9 touchdowns. Sorry, Joe Mixon. No goal line work for
John
you.
Kuhn's like 97 years old.
Sorry, Leonard Weaver.
84 years old.
Oh my God, and they got check. I'll use check.
All right, he's still younger.
They're trying out for fullbacks.
Joe Mixon, top 10. Lock it in. You heard it here first. You also heard it here first when he was top 5. I don't know what I said last year. I probably said top 5. He was still top 10. Fuck you. All right. Let's move on to some trivia. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I believe we have another list today, Q.
Let's do it.
We have 2 lists, but I want to do the longer one first, just in case, because it might be a little more fun. I can't count. I believe there's 22 names. It's not
22.
I don't know if we don't do the strike system. That may be a little too harsh. If we can, but
Fine either way.
it's going to be to name the league leader in rushing touchdowns since 2000. So name the league who led the league in touchdowns in 2001. So it's only running backs. I don't know if it'd be harder to say for you guys to have to name the year and the player, or just the player. Sean, do you
It's
have
very
any?
hard.
I would just say, I mean, I could do a sum for the year, but I think we can just rock with the player.
All right, hold on.
Whatever works for everybody. Matt, T-God, do you want to just do the player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Are
you.
we not doing strikes either?
I don't think we'll need strikes for this one. I think this one's kind of straightforward.
Wait, so what is it? Like rushing touchdowns?
Yeah, name the rushing touchdown leader of that year. And what's the order?
I'm fine with whatever. T-God, you haven't gone first in a while. Actually, you might have went first last time.
No, I was playing. I went first.
Okay, T-God, you're first.
We'll go
Okay.
T-Gods.
T-God's
Sean.
T-God's Matt, me, triangle.
I
I'm writing down. I have 5 already.
have 7.
T-Gods, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
The timer will
Derrick
begin.
Henry.
All right. Oh, yeah. And some people are named more than once, obviously. So you can say a name again if they're on again.
Okay.
Right. Names at the point. All right, Matt. Actually, give me 1 second. Need my pen. All right.
LT.
Let's see. Okay.
Give me Sean Alexander.
Oh my God, I was literally writing his
Yo,
name.
you guys are crazy.
Okay. T-Gods.
Did Marshawn ever do it?
Marshawn did do it. I just have to find the year. He did it in 2014.
Hell yeah.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm gonna say Brandon Jacobs.
Jesus Christ. Brandon Jacobs is not on the list.
And he out on a limb when Adrian Peterson's still on the board.
So you're going with?
Why are you
Yeah.
name dropping?
Because I'm up.
All right.
AP has to be on there, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I'm gonna go knees of glass. Todd Gurley.
Ooh,
That Gurley is on there. All right. I'm just gonna stop real quick. Should I just if there's a guy on there twice that you have said the name already, should I just take both their names?
Yeah.
All right. So
There might only be might only be like 15 guys.
Tiger was on there twice. Marshawn was on there twice, and AP was on there twice.
And LT.
LT was on there twice. Hold on, let me just find the other AP. All right. And that was who said that? Sean? Yeah. Oh no, T-God said Gurley.
I did say Gurley.
Yeah.
Gurley was on there twice. So Matt, your turn again.
Is DeMarco Murray on there?
Marco was on there in 2014.
Good one, Matt.
Thanks.
He actually tied with Marshawn in 2014. I realized they had 2 in the same year.
Give me last year's Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
That's a good, John.
Oh, that is a good.
For
job.
some reason, I would have never thought Jamal Williams.
Should I go with another Jamal?
I immediately wrote him down after I said it.
Jamal Charles.
I don't know if he's
Yeah.
on there.
He is on there, 2013.
Go
Now, there
for it.
are like a few interesting names, so it's not that easy.
Okay.
I have
I
think I have a good one.
I think I still have like 7 guys left. So
All right, Matt, your turn.
Fred Jackson.
God, you're getting a little too cute. No, he's not on there.
He was good.
He was pretty good. Give me, I believe he did it one year, Arian Foster.
Yep.
No,
Foster, 2010
no.
and 2012.
2010.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
He guys.
I don't think he's ever done it. But I'll say Melv.
Melv was not on there.
Fair
I
enough.
think he did have 12 one year.
My turn.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the bus.
Jesus.
Young
No, he's not on there.
That's a good guess. I think he might have led it in like the late 90s, though. So he might have been a little bit
Scum.
early.
She's-
I'm up.
Yeah.
Give me Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk is on there. Just made the cut
I
at
think it was 2000, right? Yeah.
It's a good job.
So you still have one guy in the early 2000s. Yeah, there's only one guy left in the 2000s to 2010s.
Ooh. I have like 3 guys written down from there, so
So you got
I'm hoping.
Le'Veon.
Avion is not on there, surprisingly.
Wow.
He always mixed in his receiving tutties.
I think the year that Eddie Lacy went brazy.
Oh my God, Eddie Lacy.
Is that who you're going with?
Yeah.
He's not.
He did go brazy.
He did.
Sean?
All right, there's a couple guys in the early 2000s that I have written down, so I'm going to just start listing them. Give me Priest Holmes.
That is the guy. Priest
Yes,
Holmes.
sir. I had a feeling. Dude, he was
no more.
unreal if you look at his fucking numbers.
Oh, sorry. There is still one guy left in the 2000s.
If it's the other guy I have.
2008 is the year. But he also appears again later in the 2010s.
Interesting.
You got your turn, I think. Yes.
I might have him.
Did McCaffrey do it?
He did not. How the fuck did he not do it?
I don't know.
I think
You guys
it
are
was
missing
of his-
one
I think
very
it was
obvious
years
thing.
behind.
Now your turn.
I hope it's not the next guy I have.
Was it Nick Chubb?
Nick Chubb not on there.
How?
Matt, you are just getting too cute with these names.
How is that too cute?
Yeah, we just did look at Chubb's stats. I think he peaked at like 12. Give me Shady.
Shady is on there.
How?
2011.
It's anything.
He had that one year where he had like 16 touchdowns.
Is that the
17 and
obvious one?
2011. No, no, that's not the obvious one.
Did Zeke do it?
No.
Oh my
Zeke
God.
did not
Very
do
good.
it.
That was my next guess. Now I'm
You're
out of
welcome.
names. Fuck. Alfred Morris.
Oh my God, no.
Good guess.
I had to think of a name.
The one guy that he did in 2008 and then again in 2015. He had like a resurgence of his career.
LeGarrette Blunt?
He's on there, but that's something I'm talking about. Is that your guess?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, I might as well take it now if
All
it's on there.
Yeah, 2008.
What if I said, nah, that's not my guess.
2008. 2008 and then 2015.
And he did it for 2 different teams.
Oh,
I have,
what is it?
Well, it's Steve Got's turn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. I have a
Go ahead.
Dubs
Go ahead,
guess.
because I don't know.
I was just gonna say Michael Turner.
No.
wild answer.
You named every old Falcons running back.
Could it be? I feel like 2015 is too recent for this guy. Whatever.
Someone named his teammate that wasn't on this list.
Steven Jackson.
No.
Fuck.
He was 99, but that not on the Rams. Someone-
now.
So Steven Jackson wasn't on the list at all.
No, he wasn't on the list. He was on at 99. That's his
99.
Yeah, that was his last time that he was on this list. Yeah, someone named his teammate who didn't make this list.
Steven Jackson was like 2006.
Okay, I'm saying that. No, that's not Steven Jackson. That's Steve. Either way, he's not on this list.
Okay, I didn't think so. I was making sure that I was like 99. He did not play before Falk. He was after Falk.
There's an ad covering the 99 guy. I think. Yeah, I can't tell. T, I think it's your turn.
Yeah, and I don't think I know.
There's still someone from like a couple of years ago. 2 guys in the last 4 years, I could say. Yeah, 2 guys are still on the list that done it in the last 4 years.
James Conner?
No.
All right.
He was close.
That was
I don't
a
know
good
how he
guess.
wasn't.
It may have been that
Well,
year that
yeah.
he was close. The
What?
guy who led that year. I think it's the same year as James Conner almost taking it. Sean, it's your turn. Or Matt.
Yeah, Matt's up.
Is Saquon on there?
Saquon's not on there.
Dalvin Cook.
So
Dalvin Cook is not on there.
Thank God. Oh, man.
If I give you the teammate that I'm talking about, it'll just give it away.
Kamara
is not on there. He may have been on there if you put receiving.
Well, teammate was Jamal. That's why I guessed it.
Current
Teammate that was guessed. No, neither of these guys play anymore. But someone named
all
the
right.
teammate.
Well, okay.
The teammate that was named did not make the list, which is pretty surprising that he was on the list. But
Matt, you're up.
Oh my God, my camera just went out. Did Kareem Hunt do it his rookie year?
he did not.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
No. The teams were Panthers, Steelers for the guy I'm talking about.
Oh, easy.
Go ahead. Well, I mean, unless Matt wants to go. I'm ready to start spewing.
You guys, you know this bull. Go for it.
I know him.
Pink hair.
He was your guy.
Well, he had pink hair that one.
Pink hair. He was my guy.
Pink dreads. That helps.
You were the one who guessed his teammate when he
Oh
was on
my
the Steelers.
God.
Oh my God, I know it.
Dude, hold on. His
Panthers first.
Yep.
Steelers second.
Resurgence of career of the Steelers. He was literally better than his teammate at one point, I felt.
Literally. I owned him that year.
He was so good.
dude, why am I so
good.
dumb?
Dreads.
Yep. Pink tips.
He was
Don't think about the pink tips. That's just what I think about.
Bro.
First
so
name
cute.
starts
How
with
many
a D.
people are left?
Devontae Freeman?
No, but he is on the list.
Immaculate pull.
Hell yeah. Dude, I thought about him a while ago, but I was like, there's no way.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 guys left.
All right. It's going to be 3. 'cause
Someone say the
one-
name.
Matt just said
D'Angelo Williams.
Yes.
D'Angelo.
Since when was that my guy?
Sorry, I guess I confused you with Matt. It was Matt's guy.
Yeah, he was my boy.
All right,
He's
so
not my boy.
the last 3 guys, one was in 2021, one was in 2019, one was in 2015.
What the fuck?
Wait, what was the first one you said?
Wait, you said 15 was also 08. Is that
There was
D'Angelo
2
again?
guys I tied for 2015.
Ooh, interesting.
So 2021, 2019, 2015 are the last 3 guys.
2021?
Real shit, bro.
Who's 2 years ago?
Come on.
Are there any quarterbacks on this list?
No, it's all
No.
running backs.
Mark Ingram.
God,
Since no one
no.
said it. He
That was
scored a decent
juicy.
amount.
You're thinking way too hard, at least for the 2021 guy.
Joe Mixon.
God, hell no. Joe Mixon teammates on this list, though.
Austin Eckler.
I was
Joe
thinking
Mixon.
him.
Joe Mixon teammate.
Maybe a teammate. I don't know. I don't know when Joe Mixon was drafted.
Jeremy Hill.
Yeah.
Oh my
No
gosh.
way.
That's the 2015 guy.
Yeah. That dude stunk.
Who,
All right.
who was 2021?
These Jones are recent. Who the
Who's
fuck was
2019?
2021.
I thought 2019 was D-Hen, but I guess I was.
Oh wait, is 2021 Cordero?
God, no.
Andy
Literally
Cordell.
RB1. He was RB1 this year.
Eckler.
No,
I said that.
2021.
Eckler was like RB1 like a year ago. Maybe not 2 years ago.
He's
Danny Woodhead.
No, 2021.
2019.
No,
Woodhead was elite.
2021.
they both had. I don't know. They both had the same year, but one had 5 touchdowns in a game.
What
They both
conference?
had one AFC and one NFC.
Which one? Which?
AFC is 2021.
Okay.
You're
AFC.
thinking way too hard.
I know.
Literally
Man.
finished RB1 that year.
David Johnson?
No, 2021.
I'm thinking 19 still.
God, no.
Oh my god.
David Johnson could be 2019.
Is he still lit? 2021 bowl?
Hell, I mean, some may say he kind of like he's
Leonard
like in his,
Fournette?
no, he's in his prime, but like people are down on him because of his team.
What?
I just want to look at my ranks.
Booby?
He finished RB1 in 2021.
Who was RB1? Why can I? Oh, Jonathan Taylor does.
Yes, come on.
What the fuck?
And
Not even
That dude's buns. Just kidding.
2019 is a boy that I always draft.
A boy.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor took way too long.
Yeah, he did.
Way too long.
I like the older guys. I was hammering those. I can get Priest Holmes, but I can't get Aaron Jones.
I suck.
Now we
Do
good.
the small one. Do the small one.
Yeah, let's run it.
Okay. I could do a small one. It's name. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 names. We'll say 12 because no one's getting the guy. I'd never even heard of him. 13 names. Quarterbacks who've thrown for at least 500 yards in a game since 2000. There are guys that have done it more than once. The only guy that no one's guessing is Elvis Gerbach.
I would have
Yeah,
said
you're right.
that.
I wouldn't have said that.
500.
And there are actually some pretty recent guys, like from 2015 on. A lot
Wait,
of 2010
is this,
guys.
like ever?
Since
No,
2000.
just since 2000.
Oh.
But there's only like one or two. There's only 2 guys that have done it before 2010, and they've also done it in the 2010s. So obviously they played into the 2010s.
Is there people for like recent people?
Yeah, there are. Someone did it in 2020. 2 people have done it in 2021. All right, guys, you can start again if you want.
I'm gonna go Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning's somehow not on this list.
That's
Wow.
insane.
Oh, wait. He is not on this list.
That's crazy.
I'm going to go Drew Brees.
Drew Brees on there. Did it twice.
Yeah, that was my first guess. Easy. Not easy, but I also had Manning. I had to scribble him out right away. Did Nick Foles do it?
No, Nick Foles is the touchdown.
I know. I thought he threw for 500 as well.
I thought he did too.
Had to throw him out there first.
I will go. No, I was going to say, I'll go ahead and say they're all in the Hall or going to be in the Hall of Fame, but there's a couple, no way in hell they'll make the Hall of Fame.
No way in hell.
Okay, I will say another hint. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 active players. You know everyone on this list. Like they're all known players, but there's only 4 that are still playing.
Well, he's not playing, but did Brady do it?
Brady did it twice.
Yeah, good pull.
Had him down also.
Me too. I'm going to go Big Ben.
Big Ben, he's the one who did it 3
Ooh.
times. I didn't know if
I
you
had
guys
him
my-
too.
Yeah.
And he's one of the 2021 Bulls.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
was
there are
snapping.
5 players that are current.
Can I go
I don't know why I made the title one of them.
Jared Goff?
Jared Goff is on there.
Wow.
Yes, sir. Y'all remember that 50-point
Yeah, well, I mean, he had it done
Yeah,
it with
you're right.
Mahomes.
Mahomes is not on there somehow. And I fact checked it too. The
All
best
right.
he's had 400 plus like many times.
Mahomes must have thrown for 400 that game, 490 or some shit.
Stinks.
I'm going to go Brett Favre.
Brett Favre not on there.
I had him on my list.
Good guess. All right, give me Matt Schaub.
Oh my God, Matt Schaub is on there.
Yes, sir.
Sean's
I remember
Googling.
that. What?
I said you're Googling.
I'm literally not. I was actually
You're
just trying to
Googling.
see what Mahomes got in that game.
Dude, I'm just gonna go crazy. Carson Palmer.
No, I thought you were going to say his name.
No way, Carson Wentz did it.
No.
Don't worry.
No shot.
The gunslinger himself, Jameis Winston.
That was good. I had him. I had him.
Is
Come on.
I swore I saw his name. He's not on there.
No
What a
way.
tease.
I swore I saw his name when I did look at
No
this list the first
way.
time.
That's crazy.
How do you throw over 5,000 yards and not have a 500-yard game?
Right.
All right, give me Blake Bortles.
He's
Okay,
had
you're
to
getting a
done
little
it.
too wild. No.
I
Blake
swore he
Bortles
a
had to have
garbage
done it?
time.
Had to have done it.
I swore he had a garbage time.
Dude, he had a monstrous year that one year.
Think of like T-God's favorite team. Think of other.
Favorite team?
Ew.
Oh
my favorite
God.
team?
Yeah,
You got
think
your
of your
I
favorite
know
player.
who it is.
I know who it is now too after you said that.
I'm not saying his name though. I'll let you say it.
Is it the newer one or the older one?
Pretty sure it's more current.
You pick.
Okay, well, I'm assuming you're talking about the Cowboys, and they're not my favorite team.
Oh shit!
There's no way Dak did it. You can't be talking about Dak.
Oh, Dak did do it.
That's crazy. I don't remember that game.
My turn.
Q, how many we got left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
We only got 5.
Yeah, I realized as you were naming names, I forgot to put them on the list, like shop. Even though I saw them, I forgot to write them down. So
Can we just spew?
spew if you want.
Aaron Rodgers.
No,
Jay Cutler.
no.
Oh, Jay Cutler.
Are we spewing?
T guys was on the right track.
Andrew Luck.
No, T guys was on the right track with which one when it came
So
to the
Romo.
Cowboys. Yeah, Romo threw for
I had
500.
Romo written.
I did not have Romo written.
I didn't.
Ryan
know.
Fitzpatrick.
No,
Phillip Rivers.
Phil Rivers is on there. I was waiting for you to say him.
My guy.
Someone in the same era as Tony Romo.
Hate you for saying that. You just ruined the flowing.
McNabb?
No,
After he said that, I
close.
wrote that down.
kind of close.
Did Eli Manning do it?
He did.
I had him on my list.
How
man.
did he
You
do it and
thief.
Peyton didn't?
I know.
You thief, man.
I mean, he has 2 rings. He's better than Peyton.
give
I guess they
me
both have 2 rings.
give me the elite QB, Joe Flacco.
No,
Please stop.
there is one. Sorry, there's 3 current quarterbacks still.
Bet.
All starters?
All starters. There's a 4th. He started last year. I don't know if he's still playing though, but he's had a relevant career.
Give me Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, that's one of them.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
I just got one. I know this
Joe
has to be
Burrow?
on there.
Joe Burrow, there you go.
I
Dude,
had
he was
I,
the first one I had on my list, but then I got scared.
stop taking my guys.
Sorry.
All right, this guy has to be on there. I'll be pissed if he's not. Matt Stafford.
There you go. Oh my god, you guys are banging him out now.
I was gonna be so angry if he wasn't.
All right,
How many more
there
do we have?
is one left, and this is the guy that started last year. I don't know if he's still playing though. He probably should retire after his lackluster performance.
Fuck, dude.
What conference was he on last year?
AFC.
Somebody's gonna
Known
shoot.
for AFC. Known for NFC though.
He's in the AFC last year.
First year in the AFC last year.
Cam Newton?
Cam didn't play last year.
Was that 2 years ago he was on the Patriots?
Came from the same conference. Came from the same division as Cam though. From the NFC division to the AFC. Not the same AFC division.
Oh, I know who it is.
Same.
Matt Ryan.
It is.
Oh,
Matty
yeah.
Ice.
Matty Ice, dude, he was good.
He had some years, man.
He did.
How did Matt Shaw make this fucking list?
Yeah, I know.
That was a good pull. I just thought about it, like, I know he had like a huge game one time with Andre Johnson where they just went fucking ballistic.
And Tony Romo, but no Peyton Manning, no Mahomes.
Yeah, that's nuts.
No Brett Favre. How was Favre not on there?
Andre Johnson, November 18th, 2012, had 273 receiving yards.
God damn.
It's nuts.
That had to be the game where Shaw threw for 500.
D-Watt.
Although he does have 3.
that all of them?
200.
Yeah, it's all of them.
Hell yeah.
I like
All right. Richie did chime in and get Phillip Rivers as well. Good poll. That is a wrap for the AFC North. We'll be back with 2 more episodes next week, breaking down the AFC East. Continue pushing through these divisions. Make sure to follow us on all platforms so you don't miss out on anything Super Fantasy Bros related. Also, make sure to take advantage of our sponsors. Helps us out a ton. Use code SuperFB on Underdog Fantasy and take advantage of our partnership with Fanatics. Link is in our bio. They're always running specials. Use our link. We get some love back to us to help us support the show. And, of course, follow us on all social media platforms. We are everywhere. And make sure to follow the Old City Sports Network, too. They have a ton of good podcasts, ton of good sponsors that we also work with. So check those out. See you guys next week. Peace out.